good morning, namaste everyone, from a beautiful garden route again here today. And welcome to Marutsca and Thomas and Simon, all the way from Cape Town. How's everyone doing?
Morning, fine, thank you.
All relaxing, it's Sunday.
Absolutely. Well, we only see this tomorrow though, but today is actually really Sunday. So we've decided it's wonderful for the 4 fire horses. We've spoken about the fire horses before on this program, so yeah, we are. I mean, you can be a fire horse, you can be a fire donkey, you can be a fire stallion, you can be a fire mare, you can be a fire gelding, whatever fire suits you. You can just go with that. Awesome. Well, Simon, I think I want to maybe just ask you to introduce yourself a little bit, because you are very much involved with the clothing range of Marutsca.com that we've been chatting about these last few weeks. So tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, how do you fit into this picture?
Yeah, Marutsca and I are partners in this. She phoned me, I think it was Feb 2019, after having forgotten about me for about 30 years. And it was like only when she got back to Seychelles, there's actually Simon I should try and contact. So we had this long distance phone call. And it was absolutely spot on what I was looking for. And the fact that it was someone who I have known and worked with was just absolute bonus. We manufacture, but also feel that it's time to, you can't change things overnight, but you at least can start contributing to change.
Yeah,
and the industry needs to change. It really does. It's a long road, but you know, if everyone makes a little indent in it, then it starts turning the corner slowly. And I think the more eyes you open, the more it'll start flowing in the direction that it should flow. So I was very keen and very excited. And yes, we got together. We've put a studio together in Cape Town. And then Marutsca has her studio at home, and then we have the factory where everything is done. It's all under one roof, which is nice. So the manufacturing right through everything is absolutely managed by Marutsca and myself, and
it's amazing.
It's an interesting journey. We've had our ups and downs. It's been there've been a few setbacks, but I think that's the same for everyone. But we're still here, and I think we're more ready and prepared than COVID-19 didn't do this to us. We were ahead of COVID-19. We won up on COVID-19, yeah. But that's
Absolutely.
it. No, yeah, and what I like the most about it is, you know, it's things that we can be proud of, because we're doing the right thing. And you can be proud of it, you know, and I think that's a wonderful feeling. So there's my 5 cents worth on how I got into this.
I think it's worth a lot more than 5 cents there. But you said something that in sort of the beginning of your conversation, where you said this is something that you really believe in and you've been looking for. So what exactly about it as a man? Because I mean, I think I think most of us identify with women fashion wearers as women, for example. And yes, although there are a lot of fashion designers in the industry that are male, I'm interested to know from your side, what about this range? I mean, we've spoken a lot about the linen, the eco-friendliness, just the entire friendliness of the range. So from your side, what do you think is the thing that you enjoy the most about it?
You know, why I would think, especially in South Africa, most garment styling and manufacturing is female, is that they're the ones who spend the money. And unfortunately, it's a factor that has to be considered. What I think I enjoy most about it is the styling, and besides it being a nice, relaxed styling, the garments are beautiful. You know, I consider each of our garments an ambassador for Marutsca Pty. Where it comes in from the male perspective, I'm shocking. If I didn't have a wife who bought me clothes, I'd probably walk around naked. And I really, I'm like the mechanic and his car. In all honesty, you know what I mean. I put a patch on a pair of pants before I cast it out, and so on and so forth. So I'm really not the prime example of what men's fashion should be. It's not my. I love beautiful garments, and I think all women can enjoy something that is styling and long lasting, you know, and I think it makes them look beautiful as well. So that's for me.
Yeah.
That's the side I
Awesome.
like, you know. So yeah.
Absolutely.
That's none of this. The alpha male thing. Well, I do too much domestic work to consider myself an alpha male. You know, I wash a lot of dishes and sweep a lot of floors. And
Isn't that what the alpha male is about, though? Right? It's actually like being in touch with that aspect of yourself. I think, anyway.
You're digging yourself a hole here, Chantelle.
Never, and it's a nice hole. I want to tell you. We can plant things in holes, right?
I'm a modern man. I think the alpha man must be a modern man. Set the example. Muck in. There's none of this. Come home from work, put your feet up, read the newspaper while everyone shuffles around you. That's not an alpha male, you know. Alpha males are people who care, who contribute, who get involved, make the school sandwich lunches. I did that for about 28 years. There's a wide range of kids in my life, you know. So that to me is the alpha male. It's more from the heart and caring. That's an alpha, as far as
totally,
yeah,
absolutely.
None of this trying to rule the roost nonsense. You know, that's old stuff.
I definitely think those days are over for sure. Awesome.
Yes.
Well, thank you for that. Yeah. Yeah, well, there's Thomas. I'm about to get to Thomas there. Thomas, and as
Sorry,
you guys,
Thomas.
You guys have heard us speak about in previous conversations. Thomas is Marutsca's husband as well. I've known him for many years. Beautiful, beautiful soul, beautiful man. So it's wonderful that you've joined us, Thomas. Thank you.
No, it's great to be here. Support you guys. When it comes to fashion and clothing, I'm probably not the person to talk to. So whatever I can say, Marutsca said already. Whatever I know about it, I know from Marutsca. But yeah, I like the garments. I like the idea. I like the concept behind it. So I'm 100% behind you guys. But can't comment too much on any details.
Well, first of all, maybe just tell us what it's like living with that goddess you've chosen.
You got to give me a second.
now look what you've done, Chantelle. I think
so
Marutsca's got him on a lead. Did he see it? She pulled him back.
That is so funny. That is such a Thomas thing.
No, we take life day by day and go along with it. Yeah. I enjoy every day, every minute, actually.
Yeah, that's amazing. No, I mean, you guys, I tell you, a beautiful couple. And I mean, I've seen you since you've gone to the Seychelles just blossom into something that really is you, right?
Yeah, I absolutely love the place. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
looks like paradise, but it's got its dark sides, like every other place, I guess. But in general, very livable. Yeah.
Amazing. Very cool. Well, Marutsca? Sorry.
The climate,
Sorry.
For this climate, these clothes are obviously ideal. I've got this, what do you call it? The towel.
The pario.
You call it a pario, yeah. This is the best solution, absolutely. If you use normal towels with this humidity here, they never dry. You can use them once, and then you have to chuck it in a tumble dryer, or I don't know, carry it somewhere outside where it can dry in the sun if there is sun. But these parios are much more efficient. I use
What
it
exactly
as
is a pareo, Marutsca? What exactly is that?
a beach towel thing.
People call it sarongs, or you in SA you would know it as the kukoi, but we do it
Okay.
in linen. And it's part of our, we call it the survival kit. But we might change the name to Being Kind to Yourself gift box. And in it is a pareo and an eye bag, which you can also use as a hot pack when you put it in the microwave. And you can use it as a dress, as a towel, as a pareo on the beach. It's very good for traveling. You can use it as a scarf. It's just absolutely multi-purpose and a very nice travel buddy to take with you or to just live with. You know, it's one thing for everything.
Yeah, look, as a towel, it's very thin if you compare it to, what do you call it? Frotte.
Frotte,
yeah. But it absorbs amazing. And then it's dry within an hour. So,
Wow.
yeah, we've exchanged our towels here. The Frotte towels are not working.
Because linen is the most absorbent fabric. So it actually is better than Frotte, which is the normal towel people know. And it's better than bamboo towels. And we used to have linen towels back then. This is what they used to dry people. But it's checked until they changed it when they found out this stitch to do normal towels, which was actually a mistake. But through this, they created towels that's fluffy and thick and everything.
And so absorbent, really, so they tell us. So the thicker the towel, the more absorbent it is.
Absorbent. And what a lot of people don't know, if you wash your towels with with a softener, it actually reduces the absorbency.
Wow.
Even more. So yeah, linen is the best. That's why we use it. It's eco-friendly in every way.
Yeah.
Stunning fabric.
That's amazing. I actually had no idea about that. I mean, so what you're saying is if you actually take a linen towel, like if you cut a piece of linen in the size of a towel, it will absorb more than your spongy type towels.
Yeah, than your cotton, because it's made out of cotton. And it's a 2 meter by 1 meter fabric. And then we print beautiful shawls on it, or you know, esoteric. No, but that's the German word.
Esoteric.
Is it the English word?
Yes.
Esoteric, yeah.
Yeah. So we print
kind of symbols.
Yeah, symbols on it for abundancy, for you know, positivity, meditation, Tao, blah blah blah, and we print that here in Seychelles, and yeah, and that is part of that whole survival kit.
Wow, that's amazing.
The bag that the survival kit comes in, it also has a function. It's can be used as a small bread bag or something. You know, linen has many positive attributes. One being that it has an antibacterial element to it. So besides, this is part of why it was also called the survival kit. You know, so you have your pareo, you have your eye bag, which can be used for 1 or 2 different variations. They have a seed in the eye bag, which you can warm up, as Marutsca mentioned. But the whole package comes in a very handy small bag. So if you are at your holiday destination and you need to go and get your croissants for breakfast, you can take your bag with you and not have to be supplied a paper or plastic bag or something like that. Because linen has that element where it is bacterial friendly and so on and so forth. So that's there's so many different aspects, and I think this is why I wanted to work with linen as well. Mostly positive. In fact, I think all positive. The fact that it loses so much less water to produce linen is the start. It's a durable, comfortable, body-friendly fabric. So not only are your garments going to be stylish and beautiful, but there's a comfort to it as well. So it really is the right fabric to use. And this is why we use the linen. So which was I felt a very, very positive contribution to our garments and to who we are. They always say quality starts with the fabric you use, and our fabric is top of the range when it comes to quality. It's absolutely beautiful fabric that I can thank Marutsca for. She sourced it. So there we go.
Well, I can certainly vouch for that. It's really, I mean, I must say the garments I have are amazing, and I love wearing them. They really are amazing. But it's, you know, it's like I'm just this little, your survival kit you're talking about. I mean, that is so incredible. I mean, what a creative way of doing things, you know. And I'm just thinking, these are the little things that make such a big difference at the end of the day, isn't it? So if everyone, or if at least half the people, had to be conscious consumers when it comes to this. You cutting down hugely on the let's say you're going on a holiday now, for example, hugely on the amount of luggage you're taking, the schlep that it is to actually, as you say, you can go to the bakery and get your bread or your muffins or whatever it is you want. In my case, it'll definitely muffins. You love big ones. And you know, you just pop it in there. Sorry?
I say chocolate muffin, I hope.
That as well. Cappuccino, chocolate, and any muffin, actually. Any muffin is a good one. So, I mean, I think that's amazing. Wow, incredible. That is really incredible. That's really amazing. Wow. So I want to hear a little bit more about the men's range that you guys are actually, that you carry. I know you've got your pirate shirt, which I'm definitely going to be investing in one of these days, because I mean, although it's a guy's shirt, I do feel it's kind of unisex from what I'm hearing.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. So and yeah, tell us a little bit about your men's range and the clothing range you have for the alpha male. And because by now we've ascertained the alpha male is not someone who's going to go and box your eyes out if he doesn't like what you're saying. He's actually connected. He's in tune. He's contributing. He's part of the household. He's part of the
family life.
Yeah, I was going to say contributing to this amazing family life. And it's interesting because I don't know if you've watched my recording with Anita Noy-Smith that we did, I think, posted a day or two ago. She's a medieval astrologer. And we were talking about the age of Aquarius, which is amazing. And, you know, like she's saying, Aquarius is definitely about science and what have you. And if we're looking at this whole COVID virus thing, or the scary virus, it's pretty much, I think all of us that are sitting on this conversation today can vouch for the fact that it's been engineered. And it's not coming from the humble Pangolian in Wuhan, from the wet market in Wuhan, China, but it started actually by being engineered in 2016 under the Obama administration, and which is the reason why Trump actually withdrew finance or money or his contribution, whatever it is, to the World Health Organization because of that. So the whole age of Aquarius is really, when you're looking at it from a negative perspective, when there's no emotion and there's no looking at your health and well-being, that's when these guys can do the things they do, actually. So the minute we are in tune, because she spoke about both Cancer, which is the emotional sign, and then Virgo, which is the health and healing, and they would be Aquarius's blind spots if you're looking on the zodiac chart. So when we have the emotions in our blind spot and the health and well-being in our blind spot, that's when these guys can get away with their nefarious activities. But the minute we as men and women are connected to our emotions and our family, because that's really what it's about, emotions and family go hand in hand, and we're connected to our well-being, in other words, our health, taking care of each other, taking care of the planet, eating naturally, that sort of thing, we don't have those problems. So I just think that's very, very interesting. You know, if we're looking, so this would really, in my opinion, be clothing for the age of Aquarius too, you know, where we're looking at connecting, we're looking at being friendly, eco-friendly, animal-friendly, water-friendly, earth-friendly in every way. I can go on with all the friendlies. But I think that's amazing, and obviously male-friendly as well. So yeah.
Well, my approach is more scientific.
It would be, because Aquarius is all about science as well. Okay, it's the age of science too.
It is. It's math and science is kind of my approach to how I get through things and sort things out.
But you still do the dishes.
Yeah, absolutely.
You see, you've still got that connection.
I'm very efficient at it.
Good for you.
That is my you know, it's what's in front of you is what counts, and so it might be a simple approach, but it's a practical one. Someone's got to be practical, you know.
No, exactly. It's all practicality with a whole lot of thought and heart involved in that. Because if you have one without the other, that's where the separation occurs, and that's when you have problems. So when you bring the two together and you merge them, and you have that practical energy along with that flowing essence, the thought, the feeling involved with that, that's when you flow, right? Isn't that purely scientific too?
My science book didn't say that.
Well, that's why you have us sitting here, don't you?
I know.
Okay, so tell us about the male range.
Marutsca, why don't you start this one off?
Okay. We have the pirate shirt, which is the one Simon is wearing, actually.
Right. This is my
Shut
wife's.
up, Simon. Show us your shirt. Show us your shirt,
my
Simon.
wife stole it from you day one. I've actually just had to steal it back for this Zoom meeting. So yeah, I'm not joking. She stole it immediately. It's become the boyfriend shirt.
Okay, that's a nice name for it. Well, can you show us your shirt?
Can you not see it?
Yes.
There we go.
Okay, there we go. We can see more of it now, even though it's just a little bit more.
It's a wonderful, wonderful design, and it truly is unisex, and it definitely is the boyfriend shirt. The girls, yeah, they really like this shirt for themselves. So I think half the time the women buy it for their partners, but secretly it's okay, I'll keep that one.
Honey, look what I bought you.
It looks great on women. It really does. It looks fabulous on it's a wonderful design. It's
awesome.
It's truly a good unisex. Either male or female can wear them with equal enjoyment, for sure, and confidence.
Amazing.
And
very
then
cool.
we have the légère, which is the one Thomas is wearing.
Thomas, show us your shirt.
Okay,
I love You see, Simon, that's how you're supposed to show us your shirt.
Is I don't like new clothes, and you have to replace them from time to time. But these things last; they really last years, and they only get comfortable after, say, like a year. And if they then wear out, then you can throw them away.
Upset.
Yeah. Yes, Thomas, I know the story.
Something really comfy, you can still wear it for another year or 2 or 3 even. Yeah.
Wow.
So that definitely beats the T-shirt on that sense.
Yeah, and I would imagine there as well, where you guys are always obviously quite humid, it would be quite good for that as well, rather than having a cotton T-shirt.
Yeah, you don't have these wet stains all over. Yeah,
it keeps you cool.
Perfect for the climate.
Yeah, I could.
The trousers, the drawstring trousers that you can dress down or up. You can wear it with belt or without, with a button shirt or with a t-shirt. It goes both ways. So it's very
Universal.
universal. And even there, we've had women, we've had two ladies buying their pants to wear on as hipsters, and then with a tight t-shirt. So it was quite nice. Yeah.
Oh, they like the palazzo pants, similar to the palazzo
No,
pants.
no, like a, men, they wanted these pants became or exist because men want drawstring pants that looks a little bit smarter than your
Yeah.
normal elasticated pants.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to change all the time, and they want to change from their flip-flops to their shoes, but still wearing the same clothes. And things are changing that way, that you can go from the boardroom to the beach with the same clothes. You change your shoes, or
That's exactly what it's about.
yeah, or from
A
the beach.
lot of our garments are like that. They really are. You know, they have a resort feel to it, but you can walk into a boardroom in the same garment, as Marutsca says. You've just got to dress it either up or dress it down, or change your shoes, or small subtle changes, and the garment, the function of the garment changes. It's the same with our jackets, the toa and the cricket jackets. You know, you can wear them casually, or if you wear a collared shirt, you are just as comfortable going to work in them. You know, and the leger, the top that Thomas is wearing, there's nothing stopping you from wearing that at a meeting. That's a work
Absolutely.
function. Nothing stopping you. But yet, it's nice and cool, and the right type of garment to wear when you're going for a walk on the beach or something like that. So that's our a large part of our concept, Marutsca, where we, you're not restricted to just wearing the garment on a specific occasion. You can live in our garments. And as Thomas says, the older they get, the better they get. That's like us, Thomas. We are like a good.
Definitely, totally agree.
Improve with age.
Yeah.
Like a good red wine. All of us
Red wine,
66
yeah.
babies, we all mature like good red wine.
The problem is the girls just can't keep us bottled in. You know what I mean? They've got to pop that cork and poof.
Don't have to.
But they do, Marutsca.
Well, no, but hang on. What's good red wine if you can't enjoy it? So definitely, who wants bottled up good red wine? Not us, thank you. You're dealing with the wrong girls.
I'm a beer drinker. I'm a scientist and a beer drinker.
I guess it goes with the linen and beer.
No ways, in my opinion, that's like really good. I mean, that's actually gin and tonic kind of fabric, like maybe, or good red wine. Okay.
For me, it's the Prosecco.
It's the one I didn't hear you.
Drink anything with it.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just pump it up anyway, and whatever we think, it's fun. Oh, well, that's amazing! Wow. So, carry on.
To stay within the theme of sustainability, I would. There are, if you look at 5 habits that you can do yourselves from home or from your lifestyle. People always ask, how can we be contributing to sustainability in our homes and the way we wear clothes? And we can, and we've got 5 small habits that one can do. The first one is this ball.
Yes, I was going to ask you about that. What is that?
Yeah, this
For
is
hamsters.
What does a hamster do on it? Run around inside of it?
It's a hard ball, a hard plastic, and it's called the bio wash ball. and it's got little crystals.
Oh, wow.
Calcite crystals, and when you put it into the washing, this replaces your washing powder and softener. So you don't need any washing powder or softener. So you're not putting any chemicals into our groundwater anymore.
Wow.
So, and it lasts long. So inside you have calcite crystals, which once in the washing machine and with the water, it changes to aragonite, which then cleans, because of the agitation of the bowl in the washing machine, it actually cleans your washing. So it can go for woolens, for linens, for cotton, polyester, everything. It's used all over. When your washing is very stained, there's a boat coming past.
Just a sec.
Oh, well, excuse me while you guys just watch the boat.
When your washing is very stained, you would put in a teaspoon of liquid washing powder, and not the liquid washing powder is also better than the powder itself. So the green ball, the bio wash ball, you can buy them. This is the Swiss made one. This is the Swiss design, but you get them in different designs. But
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you, where does one get something like that?
I don't know, an SA, but it's the bio wash ball is for sale on Amazon.com, and an SA, I would think these at the health shops popping up, they would, maybe you can inquire there. I don't know.
That's actually very interesting. And I want to just maybe use this opportunity, sorry to interrupt you there, just if any of the viewers know where to get something like that, just to leave it in the comment section below, because I'm actually, you know, also hearing and seeing more and more of this now. And it's definitely, you know, it would go along with what we're talking about anyway, wouldn't it? You know,
Yeah.
as you say, sustainability, no more soap and chemicals back into the water system, back into the earth, which pretty makes it, yeah, wow.
And it also, because it's calcite changing to aragonite, and back that the change is not permanent, it also protects your washing machine from lime scale building up. And once you finish with this, once you've done your wash, you put this little ball in the sun so it dries out the crystals, and then you can put it away.
Wow.
And this one is where it's about 4 years old now.
Yeah.
Our ball.
Because especially, you've got lots of washing where you wore them once or twice. Maybe you sweated a bit in it, but you didn't stain it or pour red wine over it or something. It just needs a rinse, basically. And for that, it's perfect. I wouldn't use it for overalls. I think it'll be a bit useless. Oily overalls. I guess you'll have to use something else.
You add a bit of liquid soap to it. So the one is using a bio wash ball. Secondly, it's good to do selective washing. A lot of people just wear something once and they throw it into the washing machine. It's completely unnecessary. It also harms it reduces the longevity of your garment as well, of your clothes.
Yeah.
The other thing is try to buy natural fabrics, natural fibers in whatever you buy, whether it's in bed linen or kitchen or whatever. Try to stay with natural fibers, also your own clothes. Third, recycled clothes, old clothes, cut it up into cleaning cloths for windows, floors, doing the dishes. You don't have to throw the clothes away. And another one, 5, is buy less but buy better, so that your clothes last longer. And these are just 5 basic steps to start living.
Quality and not quantity. Definitely.
For yourself. And you know, when we do 1 or 2 of them, we already contribute. It's the little steps that makes the big step. We already contribute massively
That's the collectiveness.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you just take one tiny step at a time and do small things, and I definitely, you know, I mean, we've spoken a lot about less is more. So, and I mean, I love it as well, you know, just chatting about the guys' range as well, you know, where you just have a couple of shirts, maybe a couple of pair of trousers, something like that. And as you say, from the boardroom to the beach or the beach to the boardroom, which
Yeah.
is really, and I think it's the same with your ladies range, the female range as well. Just from what I've seen, it definitely is. It's very comfortable. It's very easy on the body. And I must say, Thomas, mine is not like 10 years old yet or anything. It feels pretty new, and I like it that way. Okay.
I like it new. I don't like it new.
I like it that way.
I'm with Thomas on this one, I'm afraid. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Simon said before, you know, each garment is special. It's meaningful because,
Yeah.
you know, it becomes your best friend.
Absolutely.
It becomes your go-to in your wardrobe to
Maybe not
go
your-
to.
Maybe not your best friend, but your closest one.
Thomas.
So you want, you know, all designs, they are meaningful. They are, yeah, because we're going to live with them for a while.
Absolutely.
You know, we always say considered design. It doesn't help you to turn out designs. That's not the point of.
Well, I know that you guys are looking at expanding on certain things in the near future. So I'm very excited to see what that's all about. And I'm certainly not going to say anything yet or here or now. We will leave that for down the
Another-
line. Yes, we talk about that. But yeah, I'm super excited about that as well, because there's a few things on my to get list there as well, most definitely. So, wow. Sure. Well, thank you so much, guys, and beautiful Marutsca. And I don't know, is there Simon? What would you like to say just to wrap your moment up, your moment of fame here? This is Simon's first Zoom meeting, guys.
Absolutely, yeah. I've been Zoom.
So he's been introduced to Zoom finally.
Well, when someone
Welcome
says
to the age
Zoom
of
to me,
technology.
I think of that fly spray. You know, it's a horrible, smelly. You know, let's have a Zoom. I go, well, you know, I'm gonna
Doom.
do that. I don't do that. No, what I'd
Oh,
like
now
to
you
do,
know.
absolutely, Chantelle. Firstly, thank you. It's for sharing your time with us. It's lovely to be able to have an open, relaxed conversation.
Yes, it's so cool. I'm enjoying it.
We believe in what we're doing. We believe it's in the right direction. We've had a lot of interest and from offshore through Europe, England, even in America and Australia. There are people who are actually contacting us saying they want to know more about us. How does it work? What are you guys about? And so on and so. Sorry, my dog's just started barking.
That's your alpha male, right? He's the alpha male in the house.
Yes, yeah. In fact, the alpha in this house is a female, and it's a little mixed terrier. And yeah, it's my old Hoinky.
Lovely.
But to get back to it, we are seeing more and more international interest. So that's very, very exciting going forward.
Wow.
Things have changed on how people are ordering and purchasing. And there definitely is a huge growth in the conscientious, not as individuals, but as businesses. People are starting to, hey, we like the way you guys are working because we believe in the same. Smaller upstart companies, not these huge, big, long existing businesses. And they want to know the story behind and are as keen and interested and like-minded people. So there definitely is it might still just be on the ground level, but there definitely is, I think, a wind of change that will slowly start growing.
I think it already has. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Absolutely,
I really think it has, in terms of, and again, we're talking Age of Aquarius here, because that's what it's about. It's about each person just being unique and individual and really caring about what we are buying. And as you say, smaller companies, or as sort of saying, okay, what is your story? Where does this product come from? Where did the name come from? What does it mean that you call it, what is your, I mean, last week we spoke about the name of your designs, the wildflower and the design 33. And what is the essence behind or within that? And I think that is so important, that it gives everything meaning. And the minute that we start having products like this that have got quality, there's a strong essence to it. It's not just a mass-produced in some Chinese warehouse where kids are doing it, or wherever that happens. I mean, this is done with consciousness. It's done with love. It's done with compassion. It's done with thought. And that, I think, for me, is what's really important. And that is moving into the age of Aquarius.
It is important, and it's part of the change that needs to happen. How big it'll end up or being, it's the journey that is that's the interesting part. And it's wonderful when you get contacted by a complete stranger, someone you have never met or even Zoomed with, and who is sitting in Glasgow saying, we really want to know more about you. We really do like your stuff, and they are wanting to get involved and would like us to make ourselves available to supply our garments to them, And
beautiful.
It is lovely. It's lovely, and we have interest, as I said earlier, in Australia as well, and there is some interest, in America as well. But I think America's a big country right now. They've got some. I don't know if we are quite ready to tackle such a big country just yet. We're getting there. The point is, there's interest. There are conscientious people out there that would like to see the change.
And that's what's important, yeah.
That's the important part, yeah. Anyway.
That's beautiful. Thank you. That's I love the way you explained that, actually. From the alpha's perspective on, where we're going with this. I think it's beautiful. Very alpha. Thank you.
It's part of the caring and sharing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's lovely. Thank you, Simon. Okay. Thomas, what would you like to say to round up yourself today?
I don't have too much to say. But yeah, great being here with you guys. Enjoyed
awesome to have you.
And just want you to know that I'm behind you all the way. Simon, behind you.
Thank you.
It's so cool. You can see Thomas is a man of few words, but I think it's, as I said, I've known you for a number of years now, and it's just beautiful to watch how, as you say, you're there as that amazing support for this amazing product. And I mean, you've got your own stuff going there for sure, but that you are also just part of this journey and supporting this process is beautiful.
Yeah. Definitely all one in that essence.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Marutsca.
Thank you very much. It was lovely again chatting. Do you want to have this sneak preview of Seychelles?
Yes, please show us.
Okay, I'll show you.
Wow. Oh my goodness, look at that. Wow. 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 Now you know where the inspiration for so many of these beautiful garments come.
Yeah, Seychelles. I always say Switzerland is my home, where the heart is, and Seychelles is my spiritual home, where I design, where I get inspired, and SA. You know, I lived in South Africa for 22 years, and I've been out of the country for 32 years. But SA, we bought an apartment there now, and it's becoming my working home when I'm there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, listen, Cape Town is beautiful. Let's make no mistake about that. You know, I mean, I'm a couple of hours down the coastline from Cape Town on the garden route, which I really love. I mean, this, for anyone who knows the garden route, it's South Africa's prime holiday area. To me, I love Cape Town, although it's busy, busy, busy. There's lots of people who like to hang out there, which is cool when you go there. But I also prefer the beautiful coastlines, quiet, peaceful, chilled. I go into the shop and I don't wear masks, and they all know me now, so no one even has a fit about it anymore. Well, I must say that no one really had a fit about it around here. I think where I live, a lot of people are pretty much red-pilled, but every now and again you see them like walking with these angry eyes, like just shooting at you. This mask, I'm like, hello. Please don't make masks, whatever you do. Don't encourage them.
I refuse to.
Yeah, I'm absorbing that.
If we start making masks, that would be complete submission.
Yeah, can't be doing that.
No way.
Oh my goodness. Just carry on making your, is it the pario? What do you call it again? Oh yeah, or kakoi or whatever. Sarong.
No problem.
Huge.
It's a bit big, but yeah, you could wear it as a mask.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what I do is I take a sarong and I wear it as a scarf. And there's one shop, one of the chain stores that when I have to go into, then I'll go there and I'll just put it there and I'll like hold it and walk it. As I walk around the things, I just take it off. So just when you walk in. But anyway, one of these days, thank goodness people are waking up more and more to that as well, to realize what this nonsense is about.
Yeah, I hope
And,
that changes soon, yeah.
Yikes, man. Anyway, so
It's not creative.
exactly. Okay, people, beautiful. I say thank you so much. It's been wonderful to connect with you.
Wonderful Sunday.
And you too.
See you guys again. Take care.
Indeed, you will.
Thank you very much, Chantelle. Cheers, guys.
Thanks, Simon.
Ciao, Marutsca. Ciao, Thomas.
Wonderful. Okay,
Bye,
guys, all our viewers, thank you so much for tuning in and eavesdropping on our lovely conversations we have here. It's always amazing to have these favorite people of mine in my life. So for those of you who haven't given us a like, a share, and a subscribe yet, please do so. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, we're around. And yeah, just enjoy life, enjoy these new styles that we're bringing out. I say me, I mean, I feel like I'm part of this already, so maybe I should become part of your company. Can I have a job, please? I'm coming to apply soon, okay? Because I like it so much.
We'll buy a broom for you.
And Nimbus 2021.
Something like that. Yes.
We passed the 2020 stage now, okay?
That sounds right, yes.
I'll be zooming around, broomstick and all. No, wonderful. You see, that's our new transportation as well.
Well, we sweep our own floors. We're on the ground. We're on the ground. Yeah. Guys, I'm going to sign out. Thanks for all. Ciao,
do you know how to sign out, Simon? Do you know how to sign out?
I'm waiting for my son to come and help me, actually.
Don't worry, I'll end it off. I'll sign you out.
Please do. Cheers, Marutsca.
Cheers, guys. God bless you all. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Don't worry, Simon. Here we're going. Bye.